Have you ever wondered why some folks make it past their 100th birthday while others start feeling tired and weak soon after turning 70? Here's something that might surprise you. The difference usually isn't about luck or good genes. It comes down to just a few small choices, habits that seem completely harmless at first, but quietly chip away at your health day after day, year after year. If you're over 70 right now, what I'm about to share with you could be the most important thing you hear all year. Because growing older doesn't mean you have to grow weaker. In fact, your 70s, 80s, and even 90s can be some of the healthiest, most peaceful, and most joyful years of your entire life, if you know what mistakes to avoid. The truth is, most seniors unknowingly carry daily habits that slowly sabotage their longevity. And here's the thing. It's not usually the big scary diseases that end lives too early. It's the tiny, repeated actions that steal your strength bit by bit, without you even noticing. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the 5 most dangerous mistakes that shorten the lives of older adults. These are things most people don't even question, but each one quietly drains your energy, clouds your thinking, and puts extra strain on your heart. Please stay with me until the end, because the first mistake will probably surprise you. It's something almost everyone does without realizing just how harmful it really is. If you're serious about living to 100 and living well while you do it, these are the traps you need to avoid starting today. So let's dive in. Mistake number 1, sitting too long and not moving enough. You know, one of the biggest mistakes older adults make after turning 70 is thinking that slowing down means you should stop moving altogether. A lot of people believe that resting more will save their energy. But here's what actually happens. Sitting still for too long doesn't preserve your strength, it quietly drains it away. Think about it this way. Your body wasn't designed to stay in one place. It was built to move, to circulate blood, to breathe deeply. When you stop moving, everything else starts to slow down too. Your blood doesn't flow as well. Your muscles begin to weaken. Even your heart starts to lose its strength. After age 70, spending long hours sitting, whether you're watching television, reading, or just resting in your favorite chair, can quietly build up dangerous risks. We're talking about stroke, heart disease, even memory problems. Here's what happens inside your body when you sit for too long. Blood starts to pool in your legs. Your circulation weakens. The arteries in your body begin to stiffen up. Your metabolism slows way down. You get less oxygen, and your brain doesn't get the stimulation it needs. The result? You feel more tired. You might get confused more easily. You lose your balance. And all of this makes you age faster than any wrinkle or gray hair ever could. Let me tell you about Paul. He was 78 years old, and he spent most of his days watching sports on TV and dozing off in his recliner. He used to say, "I'm just taking it easy now. I've earned my rest." But one day, Paul had a small fall. Nothing major. He just stumbled a bit getting up. But when the doctors checked him out, they found something alarming. His muscles had gotten so weak that even walking across a room left him exhausted. His body had basically forgotten how to move properly. Within just a few months of starting physical therapy and taking short daily walks, something amazing happened. Paul's energy came back. His appetite improved. He didn't need more medicine. He just needed to move. Now, I'm not saying you need to run marathons or become a bodybuilder. That's not what this is about. Just 20 minutes of gentle walking, some simple stretches, or even light gardening can wake up your circulation and keep your heart strong. Even smaller habits help. Standing up every half hour, rolling your shoulders, or lifting light soup cans while you're sitting down. Here's the key thing to remember. Rest is good for you. Your body needs rest to heal and recover. But there's a big difference between rest and complete stillness. Rest heals your body. Stillness causes it to break down. Your body is like a river. It needs to keep flowing. Keep it moving, and it will keep you alive and healthy for many more years. Before we move to mistake number 2, if you're finding this helpful, please leave a quick comment below. just type 1, so I know you're still with me. And if you haven't subscribed yet, click that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next video. Your support really helps us keep making content like this. All right, let's talk about mistake number 2. Mistake number 2, not drinking enough water throughout the day. This next mistake is so common and so dangerous, yet most people don't even think about it. Here it is, waiting until you feel thirsty before you drink water. Now, you might be thinking, what's wrong with that? Isn't thirst my body telling me I need water? Well, here's the problem. After you turn 70, your body's thirst signal gets weaker. That means by the time you actually feel thirsty, you're already dehydrated. Your body has already been running low on water for a while. This might sound like a small thing, but chronic dehydration, not drinking enough water regularly, quietly damages almost every major organ in your body, especially your heart, your kidneys, and your brain. When your body doesn't have enough water, your blood gets thicker. It's harder for your heart to pump it around. Your blood pressure goes up. Your kidneys struggle to filter out toxins and waste. Over months and years, this constant extra work wears out your cardiovascular system. You feel more tired. You might get dizzy, and you face a higher risk of stroke. A lot of older adults don't realize how much water they actually need. They think, well, I'm not as active anymore, so I don't need as much. But your body still loses moisture all the time, through breathing, through urination, even through your skin. And if you're taking common medications for blood pressure, diabetes, or arthritis, those can actually pull even more water out of your body. So dehydration becomes a quiet daily threat that most people never see coming. I want to tell you about Margaret. She was 81 years old, loved working in her garden. One summer afternoon, she fainted while she was outside tending to her flowers. She thought she'd been drinking enough. She had tea throughout the day. But what Margaret didn't know was that tea and coffee are mild diuretics. That's a fancy word, meaning they actually pull more water out of your body than they put in. When Margaret's doctor examined her, he found that her dizziness, her confusion, and her dry mouth were all signs of long-term dehydration. She'd been running low on water for weeks, maybe months. Once she started drinking plain water regularly throughout the day, something remarkable happened. Her blood pressure stabilized. Her headaches went away. Her energy came back. So here's what you need to know. The key isn't to gulp down huge amounts of water all at once. That doesn't work. Instead, drink small amounts steadily throughout the entire day. Keep a glass of water within arm's reach at all times. If plain water tastes boring to you, add a slice of lemon or cucumber. Soups count. Watery fruits like watermelon and oranges count. Herbal teas count too. You don't need to measure every single cup. Just make it a simple ritual. Drink when you wake up, drink mid-morning, drink in the afternoon, drink again before bed, unless your doctor has told you to limit fluids for a specific medical reason. Here's the bottom line. Staying hydrated is one of the simplest, cheapest, and most powerful ways to slow down aging. It keeps your skin healthy. It keeps your joints flexible. It keeps your brain sharp and your heart steady. The difference between feeling exhausted all the time and feeling truly alive often starts with just one glass of water. Mistake number 3, holding in your emotions and stress. Now we come to mistake number 3, and this one is often the hardest for people to accept. The mistake is this: refusing to deal with your stress, anger, sadness, or grief, pretending that your emotions don't matter anymore just because you're older. A lot of seniors were raised in a time when you were taught to tough it out, to stay quiet, to not complain. Many people believe that strength means keeping everything inside. But here's the truth: holding your emotions inside isn't strength. It's slow self-destruction. Your heart, your brain, even your immune system, they all respond to emotional pressure. When you bury your feelings instead of dealing with them, your body keeps track of everything, and the cost is very high. Every time you experience emotional tension, whether it's from family conflict, loneliness, frustration, or grief, your body releases stress hormones called cortisol and adrenaline. These hormones are designed for short bursts, like when you need to escape danger. They're not meant to stay in your system all day, every day. When these stress chemicals stay elevated for weeks, months, or years, they cause inflammation throughout your body. This inflammation damages your arteries. It weakens your immune system. It speeds up the breakdown of your muscles and bones. Many heart attacks, memory problems, and even digestive disorders in seniors don't come from age itself. They come from years and years of buried stress. I remember a retired teacher named Susan. She was 74 years old. After her husband passed away, she spent years pretending she was fine. She stayed busy. She smiled for her children and grandchildren. She never talked about how sad she really felt. But her blood pressure kept climbing. She couldn't sleep well anymore. She lost her appetite. Finally, her doctor told her something important. "Susan, your grief has moved into your body. It's making you sick." When Susan started going to a support group and talking honestly about her feelings, something changed. Her blood pressure went back to normal. Her energy started to return. Here's what you need to understand. Your heart doesn't stop needing expression just because you're older. Talking, sharing your thoughts, even crying when you need to. These aren't signs of weakness. They're signs of release. They tell your brain that the danger has passed, that it's safe now, that you can finally relax. Holding emotions in does the opposite. It traps your body in a constant state of alarm. This is why so many people who look calm on the outside carry silent exhaustion on the inside. At this stage of life, peace isn't a luxury. It's medicine. Emotional heaviness weighs on you more than physical weight ever could. If you want to live long, you need to keep your emotional pathways as clear as your physical ones. Every grudge you hold is like a blockage in your heart. Every bit of resentment is like a clot forming. Clear them out, and your energy will start to flow again. There's a reason that people who live past 100 often describe themselves as lighthearted. They let things go easily. They laugh freely. They stay curious about life. They don't carry yesterday's pain into tomorrow. You can't always control what happens to you, but you absolutely can control whether you carry it forward. The lighter you travel emotionally, the longer your journey will be. Mistake number 4, not eating enough or skipping meals. Mistake number 4 is one that surprises a lot of people. The mistake is eating too little or skipping meals because you think it's healthier to stay light. Many seniors say things like, "I just don't get hungry anymore," or "I'm eating less to keep my weight down." But here's what most people don't realize. After age 70, eating too little can quietly destroy your muscle, weaken your heart, and rob your body of the nutrients it desperately needs to stay strong and healthy. When your body doesn't get enough food, it starts looking for energy somewhere else. And where does it find that energy? In your muscles. This muscle loss is called sarcopenia. It's one of the main reasons older people lose their strength, their balance, and eventually their independence. It also weakens your immune system, making it much harder for your body to fight off illness or recover from injury. The irony is that many seniors think they're doing the right thing by eating light meals. They think they're taking care of themselves, but in reality, they're starving their body of the protein, vitamins, and minerals that actually keep them alive and thriving. Skipping meals also slows down your metabolism. Your digestive system becomes sluggish. Your body temperature drops. Your energy crashes. And when that happens, your brain suffers too. Low blood sugar makes you foggy. It makes you irritable. It makes you forgetful. A lot of seniors confuse these symptoms with dementia, when really they're just signs of not eating enough. Let me tell you about Henry. He was 82 years old and lived alone after his wife passed away. He told me that cooking for just one person felt pointless, so most days he'd have toast and coffee for breakfast, maybe a bowl of soup at night, and that was it. Over time, Henry got thinner and thinner. His face looked pale. His steps became unsteady. When he finally saw a nutritionist, she told him his protein intake was less than half of what his body needed. Once he started eating small but balanced meals, eggs, fish, vegetables, whole grains, his strength came back. Even his mood lifted. Here's what you need to know. Food is not just fuel. It's information. Every meal tells your body how to repair cells, how to produce hormones, how to maintain brain function. Without enough nutrients, your body starts to shut down what it considers non-essential functions. Your skin loses elasticity. Your hair thins. Wounds take longer to heal. Your immune system weakens. Over time, this internal starvation ages your body from the inside out. Longevity is built meal by meal. Every bite you take is a vote, either for a long, strong life or for gradual decline. So, don't be afraid of food. Respect it. After 70, eating well isn't about controlling your weight. It's about staying strong enough to keep walking, thinking, and living with dignity and independence. Mistake number 5, avoiding doctor visits and ignoring warning signs. And now we come to the final mistake, and this one might be the most dangerous of all. Mistake number 5 is avoiding medical checkups and brushing off early warning signs from your body. Too many seniors say things like, "I feel fine, so I must be healthy," or worse, "I'd rather not know if something's wrong." But pretending a problem doesn't exist doesn't protect you. It just gives that problem time to grow stronger and more dangerous. After age 70, your body becomes more delicate. Diseases can develop quietly without making any noise. High blood pressure, diabetes, heart problems, these often grow in silence. No pain, no obvious signs. By the time you finally notice symptoms like fatigue, blurred vision, or dizziness, the condition might already be quite advanced. Early detection doesn't just add years to your life, it protects the quality of those years. A simple blood test or heart scan could uncover a silent problem long before it becomes life-threatening. There's also a psychological trap that many people fall into. Some think that going to the doctor too often will make them feel sicker. Others think medical tests are unnecessary expenses, or they're just afraid of hearing bad news. But here's the truth. Those few doctor visits each year could make the difference between managing a condition successfully and being completely overwhelmed by it. Preventive medicine doesn't exist to find disease. It exists to protect your independence and your quality of life. I remember a man named Edward. He was 79 years old and hadn't seen his doctor in over 5 years because he didn't want to hear bad news. He figured, if I don't know about it, it can't hurt me. One day, Edward collapsed during his morning walk. At the hospital, doctors discovered he'd been living with severe high blood pressure and early-stage kidney failure. If he'd gone for regular checkups, they could have caught these problems early and reversed much of the damage. Instead, his delay cost him years of good health and independence. Ignoring small symptoms is another deadly form of denial. Feeling tired all the time, pressure in your chest, needing to urinate frequently, a cough that won't go away. These are your body's early alarm bells. They're quietly begging for your attention. When you silence them with excuses like, "It's just old age," or "It'll pass on its own," you're teaching your body that its voice doesn't matter. And that kind of neglect shortens more lives than most major diseases combined. Modern medicine isn't perfect, but it's a gift that previous generations never had. Screenings for colon health, heart rhythm, bone density, vision, these can catch problems before they turn serious. Even dental checkups matter because infections in your mouth can actually strain your heart. These small steps add up to decades of difference. And remember, your doctor is not your enemy. They're your partner in staying healthy. Ask questions. Bring notes if you need to. Never leave an appointment feeling uncertain or confused. Your body is a lifetime investment. Taking care of it isn't about fear, it's about wisdom. Longevity isn't about luck, it's about attention. The people who reach 100 don't do it by ignoring their health. They do it by listening closely, consistently, and courageously to what their body is trying to tell them. So there you have it. 5 mistakes that silently shorten lives after 70. Number 1, sitting too long without regular movement. Number 2, not drinking enough water throughout the day. Number 3, holding in your emotions and stress. Number 4, not eating enough nutritious food. Number 5, avoiding medical checkups and ignoring warning signs. None of these require expensive treatments or complicated medical procedures. They're simple daily choices. And the good news is, it's never too late to start making better ones. Your body is incredibly resilient. Even at 70, 80, or 90, it wants to heal. It wants to be strong. You just have to give it what it needs and stop doing the things that hold it back. Thank you so much for watching today. I truly hope this video gave you valuable information you can use right away. I'd love to hear from you. Please leave a comment below and share one thing you learned today and how you plan to use it in your own life. Your thoughts and experiences matter to us, and reading your comments gives us so much motivation to keep creating content like this. If you found this video helpful, please hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and share this with someone who needs to hear it. Your support helps us reach more people and continue making videos that inform and inspire. Thank you for being here. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next video.